Good afternoon, all of you. I am M. Murali Krishna, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today, I am going to explain you what is prototyping and what are the fundamentals of prototyping and what is the history of additive manufacturing and what is rapid prototyping and advantages and limitations and what is the difference between the uh, other machining process like NC machining process and CNC machining process. So, and additive manufacturing. So, what is the comparison between those NC machining, CNC machining, and additive manufacturing? So, today's class, these topics we are discussing. In previous class, we are discussing about what is the syllabus of additive manufacturing and what is the uh, brief introduction of the additive manufacturing. In previous class, we are discussing. So, today we are discussing prototyping fundamentals and history, rapid prototyping, advantages and limitations. So what is prototyping? So a prototype is the first or original example of something that has been or will be copied or developed. It is a model or preliminary version. So the example is a prototype supersonic aircraft. So this is the definition of the prototype, and also it has another more definition: an approximation of a product or its components in some form for a definite purpose in its implementation. So a prototype is the first or original example of something that has been or will be copied or developed. Suppose we are seeing any product. Suppose I am seeing one gear or bottle or aircraft wings. So those are all real products. What is prototype products? So we can see that products, it is the visualization. First we will visual that product. So in that visual that product, first we design that product. So in that design, it is a paper or any 3D softwares. We are using any different types of softwares or papers. We can design that product. So in that product, we can understand about that product. What is the shape of that product, what is that product, what is the application of that product, what is the color of that product. So these are all things we can see, and we can create one design of that product. So that is the visualization of that product. So that is the prototype product. And finally completion of the design, we can manufacturing that product in additive manufacturing. So that is the prototype product of the additive manufacturing process. So the best example is a prototype of supersonic aircraft. So I am taking one aircraft. It has so many components. There is a I am taking outer shape of the aircraft I am taking. So in that visualization, I can draw that. I can design what is the shape of that aircraft I am drawing. I drawn or I design that aircraft. I am using any another different softwares, suppose 3D softwares or KTR Pro E, any different softwares. I am designing one aircraft. So it should be saving in some STL format. So that product is saved to .stl format. So in that format, I am giving to the manufacturing department. I am giving to that machine. So in that machine, it should be manufacturing. It is taking so many different steps. Is taking finally, so that a prototype aircraft should be completed. So that is the prototype part. That is the prototype part. We can see and we can visualize that product. How we use and what is the use of that prototype? It means we can explain to any industries or any peoples or any customers or any students. So these are all things we are taking to explain that we are using prototype. So many different prototype parts are using explained to others. Suppose for example, in school children's, uh, they are not getting an idea of that human body organs. The best example, the human body organs, they are not visualize that human body organs. So the teachers how to told the students it is, the prototype parts are seeing, prototype parts are shown, they got some visualization to the students. So uh, mind, or lungs, bones. So these are all things, some prototype objects to create in by using the additive manufacturing to show the children. So they got some idea about that human organs. He's seeing some visualization, so the visualization is saving into her memory. So that is the visualization for using the prototype parts. Next one, what's the prototype fundamentals and what are the types of prototypes? So it has implementation of the prototype, form of the prototype, degree of the approximation of the prototype. Implementation of the prototype, in that prototype has sub assemblies are occurred, sub assemblies are occurred, and different components we can combine and form a one component. So sub assemblies are occurred, so that is the one type, that is implementation of the prototype type. And another one is form of the prototype, from a virtual prototype of physical prototype. What is the virtual visualization of that object, and what is the physical object I am taking? What is the difference between the virtual prototype and a physical prototype object? So that is the second type, form of the prototype. And third one, degree of the approximation of the prototype, from a very rough representation an exact replication of the product. So I am seeing one bottle, I am seeing one bottle or one gear, one box. So that is the exact replication I am getting. So that dimensions I am taking to create same design in that product. So in that product, it should be giving to the additive manufacturing, same product should be getting on the additive manufacturing process. So that is the representation, an exact replication of that product I am getting. I am seeing any product of that object. So that is the third type, degree of the approximation of the prototype. So these are the different types of the prototypes. And next one, what are the different terms, what are the different pronunciations I am calling additive manufacturing? It is also called as layer manufacturing. So in the additive manufacturing, we are using different terms, uh, additive manufacturing or additive layer manufacturing or additive digital manufacturing. So these are the different terms we are calling additive manufacturing. And also layer based manufacturing, layer oriented manufacturing, layer manufacturing, and rapid technology, rapid prototyping and rapid tooling, and rapid manufacturing, and digital fabrication, digital mock-up, 3D printing, 3D modeling, direct manufacturing, direct tooling. So these are the different terms calling, different terms we are using, and we pronounce the additive manufacturing. So what is a additive manufacturing? It means additive manufacturing is a layer based automated fabrication process for making scaled three-dimensional physical objects directly from 3D CAD data without using part-depending tools. It was originally called 3D printing. So in these prototype parts, uh, we are producing the prototype parts. The best example of that machine is 3D printing machine. So in the 3D printing machine, we are producing so many different prototype parts, are so many producing visualization parts, uh, and so many exact products are also producing in the 3D printing machining. So in this additive manufacturing, it is a layer based automated fabrication process. So the the object should be developed and the product should be developed, uh, the object should be coming at a layer by layer formation. First one layer is creating, and the second one the another layer is creating, and third one third layer is creating. So these are the steps to be creating, one product is developed in this machining operation. So, and additive manufacturing also refers to technologies that create objects layer by layer or sequential layering. So in this, additive manufacturing also refers to the technology it creates the objects and layer by layer formation or sequential layering. So in this additive manufacturing, these are the different steps to be taken to develop a products. So he is taking one example in this additive manufacturing, also known as 3D printing and rapid prototyping or freeform fabrication. It is the process of joining materials to make objects from 3D model data, usually layer upon layer, as opposed to subtractive manufacturing methodologies such as machining. So he is taking one example and one object. It is a coffee cup. So in that cup, first he is creating uh, first he visualize that product. After that visualization, he is designing a 3D software he is used to design that product. So in that coffee cup, he is designing a 3D software. So after that, he is saving that file. So he should convert to .stl format, and that format is giving to the manufacturing department. Finally, he is getting the final output of that product. So this is the final output of that product. So these two are the final output of that product images. So you can see CAD image is a take up with further images showing the effects of building using. So you can uh, see the what is the difference between those two images. So this is the design image, and this is the actual product of that 3D printing 3D printing machine operating product. So you can see and you can visualize that product. It is forming at layer by layer formation, layer by layer formation. So in that layer by layer formation, the coffee cup should be created in 3D printing machine. So that is the additive manufacturing operation. So what is the process of what is the process steps to be developing a product in additive manufacturing? He's taking one example, the coffee cup he is creating. What are the steps to be taking, and what is the process he is taking to develop a product in additive manufacturing process? So first he should design the product. It is the CAD means he is using that software. So CAD is the computer aided design software. He is using any type of software. First he should design that product. After completion of the design, after completion of the design, you should convert the .stl format. So why we should save only the .stl format? So in that machine, only taking the .stl files he is taking. Only save the .stl format. So the machine is taking only .stl files. It is taking, and it should manufacturing that products. And third one, file transfer to machine. So the second step, the .stl format should be saving, and it should be giving to the manufacturing department. That is the third step, file transfer to the machine. So the file should be transferring to the machining. So that is the manufacturing department. And the fourth step is machine setup. So the machine should be set up. So one screen is placed on that machine. So in that machine, we will arrange all the things about that machine. What is the temperature of that machine? What is the temperature of that material? What type of material we are using? Uh, what is the coordinating position? What is the what is the correct position of the nozzle starts? These are all things we should set up the machining on that manufacturing process. And the fifth step is build. So build means build the object means material should form on that layer by layer formation are occurring in that machine. So that is the build operation. And sixth one is removal process. So in that removal process, after completion of the build of that material, we should remove the final object of our product. So carefully we can remove that product. It has some supporting material is occurred. So you can see the eighth step application of that coffee cup. You can see the shape of the coffee cup. So it below the coffee cup it has a lower diameter, and upper face of the coffee cup it has large diameter. Large space is occur, and below the coffee cup it has small space occur. So it has it look like a cone shape. So in that shape is creating in the on the additive manufacturing machining process, he is taking some supporting material. So in that supporting material operation, we should remove that supporting material. So that is the seventh step, post processing operation. So in that post processing operation, we should remove the supporting material of the coffee cup. So that is the seventh step, and we should clean the any dust particles are occurred in that cup. We should clean the dust particles. uh, we should clean the dust particles, and finally uh, our product is placed on that post processing process. And the eighth one is application. So what is the application of that product? It is making a coffee cup or tea cup or any milk cup. So that is the application of that product. So these are all real time products should be manufacturing in additive manufacturing process, or also prototype parts should be developed in this additive manufacturing process. And what is the history of additive manufacturing? uh, what is the history? It is in 1770 mechanization is occurred, and 1946 first computer should develop in additive manufacturing, and 1952 first numerical control machine is developing, and 1960 first commercial laser machining operation occur, and 1961 first commercial robot, and 1963 first interactive graphic system. Early version of computer aided design softwares occurred, and automated machines we are using to manufacture different products. And 1988 first commercial rapid prototyping system is placed, and it is developing. Nowadays we are using so many automated operations connected with computers, connected with automatic tool changing operation. So these are all things nowadays we are using in this additive manufacturing operation. So this is the history of the additive manufacturing. So what is the difference between the additive manufacturing and CNC machining operation? So what is the subtractive versus additive manufacturing? So in the subtractive versus operation means it is the CNC machining operation. In that CNC machining operation, I am taking one material. So you can see that final 3D object of that CNC machining operation. So this is the 3D object. So in that 3D object, this shape of material I am taking. So it is the square shape material. So I am taking a square shape material. So in that square shape material, I am giving to that CNC machine. So in that machine, so what shape I am getting, it should be machine, and the finally I am getting the 3D object. So this is the shape of this is our final product of the object CNC machining process by using the CNC machining process. And this is the waste of that machining process occurred in the object. So this is the waste. So this is the process of developing a product in the CNC machining operation. And we can see the additive manufacturing process. I am taking the waste material. So in the additive manufacturing process, I am taking waste material. In that waste material, I am taking to give that waste material to the additive manufacturing machine. So in that machining operation, so it should form at layer by layer formation. The product should be developed, the 3D object developed. You can show this like, you can show this object. This is the final object are occurring, are getting at the layer by layer forming operation in the additive manufacturing machine. And it is also occurred in waste management. So that is some support material are occur, so we can remove that support material, that is the wastage of material. In that wastage of material, I am also using that wastage of material in another manufacturing process. So it is a recycling, waste management and recycling uh, wastage of material in this additive manufacturing process. So this is the difference between the additive manufacturing and CNC machining operation. So in the CNC machining, directly I am taking one material. So in that material should be converted to a final 3D object or final product of our what I am getting, the final product I am getting, and also wastage are occurred. So in that CNC machine wastage, I am taking that amount of wastage, that amount of wastage material I am taking. I am developing a new product or same product in that additive manufacturing operation by forming a layer by layer formation. Same type of product should be developed in additive manufacturing operation. So that is the difference between the additive manufacturing and CNC machining operation. And what is the difference between the additive manufacturing and CNC machining? It is materials, speed, ease of use, accuracy, size limitations, and geometric complexity, programming, cost, environmentally friendly. Materials. So we are using so many types of materials we are using, and the speed rate. We are using different speeds. In CNC machine, some amount of speed I am getting, some amount of speed should be maintaining. In additive manufacturing, another amount of speed should be maintaining. Ease of use, operating, in CNC machining operating, there are no skilled operators he is requiring, and also skilled operators are requiring to operate the CNC machine. In additive manufacturing operation, he is getting a skilled operator to operate that additive manufacturing operation. So that is the ease of use. And accuracy, size limitations, geometric complexity, programming. Programming in CNC machining operations, I'm giving one programming. I will write a program to run that CNC machine operation. In additive manufacturing operation, I'm not getting any programming, only the machine setup, and we should design that product. So that is the additive manufacturing process. And cost of that products, there is a different cost of that products, and environmentally friendly. So these are the difference between the additive manufacturing and CNC machining process. And what are the advantages of the additive manufacturing? Elimination of design constraints. So elimination of design constraints. So we should eliminate the design constraints. In the design, any changes are occur, we should change that design by using the different softwares we are using to change the designs of the product in the additive manufacturing. So that is the elimination of design constraints. And yellow parts to be produced with complex geometry with no additional costs related to complexity. So the main advantages in this additive manufacturing, it is high complex geometry should also manufacture, and high complex geometry of product should be developed in this additive manufacturing machining process. uh, and build speed, reduction of lead time. In this additive manufacturing process, the speed rate is very high and reduction of lead time. So it should time taking process is low when compared to some another manufacturing processes. And flexibility in design. So the main advantage is design flexibility. So I am giving any type of design. I am giving uh, one particular design, that amount of product should I am getting in that machining process. So that is the flexibility in design. And no expensive tooling requirements. There is no expensive of tooling requirements. And dimensional accuracy, high dimensional accuracy I am getting in this additive manufacturing operation. And wide range of materials. So we are using in this additive manufacturing so many different materials, polymers, metals, ceramics, plastics, so many different metals, different materials I am using to produce different products in the additive manufacturing process. And next one, well suited to the manufacture of high value replacement and repair parts, and green manufacturing, clean, minimal waste. So the waste in the main advantage is wastage of wastage is very low in this additive manufacturing process. So that is the those are all advantages of the additive manufacturing. And what are the limitations of the additive manufacturing? Material choice. Non-weldable metals cannot be processed by additive manufacturing, and difficult to weld alloys require specific approaches. So it is one limitation of the additive manufacturing process. Non-weldable materials, non-weldable metal cannot be processed by this additive manufacturing process. And parts made by additive manufacturing tend to show anisotropy in the z-axis construction direction. So parts made by the additive manufacturing tends to anisotropy in the z-axis direction, and the densities of 99.9% can be reached. There can be some residual internal porosities. So in that manufacturing process, in that process, 99.9% accuracy are occurred. 99.9% it should be reaching some small cracks should be developed, and a small density of that product should be low compared to the another manufacturing objects. So that is the one limitation of that additive manufacturing process. And also mechanical properties are usually superior to cast parts, but in general inferior to wrought parts. So these are the limitations of the additive manufacturing process. So this is the additive manufacturing process chain. So the 8 steps in additive manufacturing, I'm already told the it is a conceptualization and CAD conversion to STL format, transfer and manipulation of STL file on additive manufacturing machine setup, build, part removal and cleanup, post processing of part, application. So these are the 8 main steps we should follow and to create a product in additive manufacturing process. So it is also called as a product process chain, and additive manufacturing process chain. So the first step is conceptualization and CAD. So this is the first step. What object I am getting, what product I am developing. So first we design that product in any 3D softwares. So that is the conceptualization and CAD. And next one, conversion to STL. So I am developing that product. We should converting to STL format. So the term STL was Thank you guys.